Hey, what's going on, guys? Mighty Leafy here, and here is part 2 of a 3-parter for showing all my 5-star units. I know I said it was going to be a 2-parter, but I guess I got carried away talking, so yeah, it's a little bit lengthy, but you know, that's how it is. But before I get started, I do have a Discord server available for those of you who wanna, just come in and chat, have fun, whatever. If you're interested, the link is in the video description down below. But yeah, with that being said, guys, let's get on with the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, part 2. So starting off, I have a neutral Sharina, which everyone has. Recently promoted her to 5-star, so I gave her Triangle Addict 3 and Sword Breaker 3, and I guess I'm trying to promote the Asgard trio, just so every arena season there'll always be like the bonus units, so I figured that was about time that I did that. So yeah, then I have my neutral free Ephraim, but then her skills are anything but free. Steady Breath came from Brave Ike. I think I had a minus attack Brave Ike. And Wrath 3, I had some Spear Nifanies lying around, so I gave her that. Usually give her the Quick Repost 3 Sacred Seal. Still Quick Repost 2 Sacred Seal at this point. Still haven't got the last upgrade, but yeah, without it, she can't really counterattack, finish off anybody, which is a little bit sad given the amount of investment I put in her skills. Because she's like the first female distant counter unit in the game, so like other than dragons with their breath and stuff. But yeah, I felt like she could be pretty good, and her defensive stats are pretty good, so wanted to invest more into her, but I don't know, just a little bit sad, but she's still pretty good, yeah. Alright, so he's my Ephraim. He's a minus defense plus HP Ephraim, and I really regret merging away the first Ephraim I had, which was plus defense minus resistance. I was super noob back then, and I merged that away, and now I have this minus defense plus HP Ephraim, which is not very optimal, so I don't know, I haven't really been using him. He's got no weapon, no skill, no nothing on him. This is because a while back there was this like bound hero battle thing, like the quest to kill level 40 Ephraim and level 40 Erica's. So I had him and level 40 Erica in my arena defense for people to kill to complete the quest, so that's why he's got nothing on him. So next up, I have my plus speed but minus attack Nifani. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, but you know what? Some people tell me that, hey, her damage output mostly comes from her specialist proccing, which is pretty good. So like, I guess the main reason I'm keeping her is because I do like the plus speed aspect, and also she just has really great art, so like this just looks so good. So I don't really want to sack the last Nifani I have. So yeah, that's that. Now I have my Summer Robin, which is oh man, she is minus speed plus HP, and because of that, can't really use her. So I use her for Lance Valor, which is good. Lance Valor is great. So Did I just say Lance Fellow? Okay, never mind. Next up, I have my plus speed minus HP Brave Lucina. She's a really great unit. I pulled her from the CYL banner. Yeah, I think plus speed might be her best boon. Minus HP is okay, you know. I haven't really used her too much, cause I don't know. She is definitely a great buffer unit though, like a buffer unit to support your allies and all that stuff. But then I feel like the support stuff should go to like, you know, dancers and stuff should have all the support skill stuff on them. But yeah, she's a great unit. She pairs well with like, I guess just anybody actually who's looking for more speed and more attack, and people generally do want more speed and more attack. So yeah, she's a great unit. The only downside to her is she gets squished by magic so easily, which is a little bit unfortunate. But that's alright. Alright, so next up I have my plus attack minus resistance Azura. Now I did get her extremely early on in the game, and I think she was like my first dancer. Like I even used her before I used Olivia, I think. So she's always been in my team and she's helped out a lot. She's really good at gating out red units with her Sapphire Lance. She doesn't have it right now because did like, you know, auto training thingy for like my other units, grind SP. I gave her a Carrot Lance from one of the Spear Spring Xanders I got because it looks really nice on her. But that stuff gets her killed, so I wouldn't recommend it. So yeah, like Sapphire Lance Plus is definitely really good on her. She's got 36 HP, which is not a lot, so she does need the extra Triangle Adept 3 to, you know, keep her alive. Gate out those red units. So yeah, really good. I think I said this way back when the game released, but she pairs really well with Hector back in the days. I wonder how that goes nowadays, because you know, lots of new units and the meta's changed quite a bit. Wonder if she's still the perfect pair for Hector. But yeah, let's see what else. Okay, so here's my Effie. She is a plus attack minus speed. I built her before skill inheritance became a thing. I haven't really touched her much since. That sounded wrong. But yeah, I don't really use Armor Emblem team because I don't really like the movement restriction thing. But that's a personal preference thing. So I know they're really strong, high BST and all that stuff. But yeah, but ever since skill inheritance, not so sure that plus attack minus speed's the best boon bane for her anymore. But I wouldn't really know because I don't really use Armor Emblem too much. But yeah, maybe if I eventually invest more into my Armor Emblem team, I might give her like a Bakut Lance. I've seen a lot of Effies running that, and I guess she really probably needs a distant counter on her. But for now, for the time being, I think I'm just gonna keep her the way it is. But yeah, she's a pretty good blue armor unit. In fact, isn't she the... Oh no, the Christmas Robin was another armored Lance unit. Alright, I was gonna say she's like the only blue armor unit, but then Christmas Robin, you know. Alright. Okay, so now I've got my neutral Clive from Tempest Trials Reward. Don't really use this guy. No, I don't. I've seen his stats. I don't really know what they're going for. But yeah, don't know. now I have my Spring Xander. He is a plus speed minus attack, I think. I think the idea was to make him a cavalier tank, and he used to be pretty good at it before skill inheritance became a thing. But now with the skill inheritance, he just flat out sucks. So like what I used to do is I used to run him into the front lines and swap a weak horse unit or something, or like infantry unit, and put him in front to tank the damage, because he's got really respectable defense and resistance. But nowadays, I don't know, at least he's got the carrot lance, you know, so that's that. I don't really use this guy anymore, so now I have my, I think, either minus attack or minus speed or minus attack parry, keeping her for Kill Alliance Plus. And this one is probably minus speed or minus attack also. All my parries that came at 5 stars seem to have this minus speed or minus attack problem, so not too great. Keeping them for Kill Alliance Plus, which eventually I can refine it into a Slaying Alliance Plus, and then I can further refine that to give, you know, plus speed or whatever. So it's okay, you know. Alright, so now I have my Katria, who is plus speed minus resistance. She used to be on my main Flyer Emblem team. This was way back. Might work on building her a little bit more, since I think she can be super good with the Slaying Lance plus refined for speed. So Killer Lance right here. Yeah, so if I refine it into a Slaying Lance, she'll have 3 more attack. So that brings her attack into 46. And then if I refine it for speed, I think she gets 1 attack from that, right? Not too sure, but let's just say she does, because I think all the refinements give you like 1 attack. So it'd be like 47 attack with 41 speed. That's amazing. And I have Iote's shield on her A slide, so I could take that away and give her Fury 3, and then put Iote's shield on the the Sacred Seal slot. So that would further boost it by 3, meaning she would have 44 speed unbuffed with 53 attack and a 1-turn Moonbow charge requirement, 33 defense and 26 resistance, and easy to proc Desperation 3 because Fury 3 synergizes well with it. So yeah, it'll be amazing. Like, I think I should probably get on to building my Katria. She's one of the old units in my Fire Emblem team that got phased out because like all the Valencia and just who else came in, like Tana, like I think Hinoka. No wait, they were all in the same team, but Halloween Naui is a good one, and the New Year Camilla, and I didn't manage to get the Spring Camilla, so she's not in the team. But yeah, I think I should actually get on building her, cause damn, god damn it, she could be really, wow, okay. Anyways, alright, so here's my Tana. She is plus speed minus attack. Why minus attack? So good to be plus speed, but so bad to be minus attack. But yeah, because she's minus attack, she can't really run like the heavy blade kind of fire sweep thing as effectively as she would have been otherwise able to. So I did try to do some funky things with her, but I did end up just going with the Fire Sweep Lance build because it's still pretty good. I mean, they can't counterattack, and if I have Life and Death 3 on her A slot, which I think I have it among one of the many skills I've gave her. I even gave her Close Defense 3, like that's a little bit crazy. Because her legendary weapon actually gives her +7 defense when she's engaged in melee combat, like when the enemies attack her. So I thought, hey, you know, close defense would be awesome. 28 defense +7 is like 35, and then you go +6, which is 41. So if I gave her something else on the Sacred Seal slot, like another close defense, 47 defense she could reach. So that was like a thing that I... wait, 47, but I have -3 because Fury 3 is there, so 44 defense, yeah. So 44 defense, I was thinking like, man, that's awesome. I could make her into a flying tank fortress with home flyers, because I did give her home flyers as well. The idea is that she's a flying fortress that doesn't die, stays in the middle, and then people come to her for the home flyer buffs, and then they run off. But doesn't really work because she's got 36 HP, and if people are gonna be attacking her, they're gonna use arrows, and then she's just gonna get overkilled. So doesn't work. But yeah. Alright, so here's my Cordelia. She is a plus speed minus resistance Cordelia. In fact, she is the first Cordelia I've ever pulled in the entire game. And, you know, this game really loves giving me Cordelias. And I've learned to really like the character. Like, I played this game before I played Awakening, and I'm not really too far into Fire Emblem's Awakening, actually. But, I don't know, Cordelia seems like a really cool character. Since the game keeps giving me Cordelias, I'm like, well, let's give it a shot. Let's try her out. Plus speed, minus resistance. I think it's her best IV set. You know, like preference based, obviously. But yeah, I have her on the Heavy Blade Fire Sweep build. So with 39 speed, and she gets to receive home flyers, and I have her on Quicken Pulse, Sacred Seal most of the time. So she gets that first turn Gale Force proc pretty often. So at 39 speed, like, she can double pretty much everything other than many of the sword units. Like, many of the sword units have, like, 39 speed is nothing to a sword unit, so she cannot double those guys. But then that's where Swordbreaker 3 comes in, so this makes up for that. But 39 speed, like, and then if you're using it against mages, you don't really have to double them too often, because they might just die in one hit anyways. So yeah, but then with like home flyers, it's like 45 speed. But anyways, she gets the first turn Gale Force proc, which is actually extremely important. I thought that maybe when the Heavy Blade Sacred Seal came out, that this build would become not too great. But first turn Gale Force, it matters a lot. In a lot of cases, it turns fights into a 4v3 just like that on first turn. She goes in, gets the kill, gets out with the Gale Force proc, and all of a sudden it's a 4v3, and, you know, big advantage. So yeah, it's still Gale Force on second turn versus Gale Force on first turn. It's a big difference. I actually built all my flyers with Gale Force because I never thought that flyers would ever get a dancer on the team. So obviously I'm wrong now, but now all my flyers have Gale Force, and I have a dancer in there. So it's kind of like, okay. Alright. Let's scroll down my little notes here, just to see what I'm doing. keep track of where I'm going with this. Alright, so she's a plus HP minus defense. Either that or she's a minus resistance Hinoka. Getting a weapon refinery? Getting a weapon refinement pretty soon. You know, could be good. Maybe a legendary brave weapon like the Amity for Alencia. That would be pretty nice, but I don't know. She's still got just the neutral IVs, you know? She's not plus speed, she's not plus attack. So I don't know. But I do like her. I'm not really fond of her English voice acting, but I do like that she is a hot-headed kind of tomboy kind of thing. You know, that's pretty cute. But yeah, I haven't really been using her outside of just like home flyers. So yeah, and obviously all the other flyers, like even Tana with a minus attack does more damage than her and all that stuff. But yeah, haven't really been using her, but look forward to. In fact, I want a CYL version of her actually. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so now I have my plus speed minus attack Ninian, which when I first got her minus attack I was like, ah. But then it's actually okay because Ninian's got one of the lowest base attacks in the entire game, but she's a dancer and she's quite bulky. She's got a lot of speed, so not gonna get doubled too often. There's no dragon breaker in the game yet, so if they can't double her via speed, they're gonna have to get creative. So maybe Ninian can attack into a quick riposte, which you would never do, or maybe like they can use bold fighter to attack her to double her. But yeah, like because there's no dragon breaker whatever thing, if they can't double her with the speed stat, then it gets a little bit tricky to double her via the other methods. But yeah, like she's bulky because of that. Like she only has to survive one hit, and she's got quite a lot of HP for a dancer, and she also has a respectable amount of defense and quite a fair bit of resistance. So she's hard to take out, and she's got fortified dragons. I have her on my dragon team, which explains why I'm running fortified dragons, and also ran home speed 3 because I'm like, oh, you know, have some speed. But yeah, good unit, doesn't really need to attack. But I gave her lightning breath plus because I don't really like the idea that enemies can just come in and get a free hit and then just run off. But then lightning breath plus is like the bad thing about that is they get a free charge on their ultimate, but then Ninian gets one as well. But then Ninian's ultimate is Moonbow, so it sucks. So I don't know, I might change that. But yeah, she's a great dancer. I think the dancer I've used the most is Azura, and then Ninian is the second most used dancer that I've used to date. So yeah. Alright, Alright, so next up is my plus speed minus resistance Naui. So she's got 38 speed, pretty hard to double, vantage 3, and for Sacred Seal I run quick riposte, so she gets that double on the initial engagement if the enemy attacks her, and then she's locked into the vantage 3 range, so I have to deal with that afterwards. And 38 speed makes it hard for the opponents to double her, but then she can double them because of the quick riposte, so I think it's a pretty okay kind of setup. But I wonder if with the Falcion refinements coming, maybe there's like a dragon stone break or whatever skill coming into the Falcions. So just in case plus speed Naui you know, kind of gets phased out, I do have a spear plus attack minus resistant IV version of her as 4-star that I can 5-star whenever that happens, because with the plus attack I think she can just do the counter attack and one shot the Falcion users. But yeah, I guess that's it for now, eh? Alright. So next up I have my Lind, or Linda, or Lindy. She's minus attack plus defense. Oh god. But yeah, I really want her since the very start of the game, so I've been pulling blue units non-stop. At one point I pretty much had all the blue units except for Lindy. I finally got her in the Performing Arts banner. I spent around, I think just over 200-ish orbs, got multiple copies of all the dancers, and I also got her as one of the pity breakers within that. And yeah, she is a not very good IV, but still usable, you know. And I do use her in Arena Assault, and she does do her job. I mean, just the Blade Tomb thing. I pulled a free Teotihu, is that how you pronounce it? Teotihu. So I sacrificed that Teotihu to give her Blar Blade and Drive Speed too. So yeah, she's pretty good. So next up I have my plus attack minus resistance Delphia, and yeah, she just kills everything with the death blow engagement. Renewal and Miracle, like, I feel it could be annoying because like, oh look, she's down to 1 HP. Oh no, she got Renewal, she's 11 HP now. Now the Miracle might proc. But yeah, I don't know. Haven't really tried it out, but I mostly have it because of Tempest Trials and stuff on. I have it on her because of Tempest Trials. But yeah, it's just kind of a idea that I'm trying to work on. But, you know, probably wouldn't really work anyways. But that's okay. Right, she is actually, I think, the one of the first blue infantry mages that I got with pretty okay IVs that I can actually use. So I do have 2 Delphias. I couldn't bring myself to merge this one away. She's plus speed but minus attack. But it's okay, because I plan on giving her a Blade Tomb kind of thing. So I guess minus attack might not be too bad for her since she has okayish attack anyways. And yeah, she's pretty speedy, and you know, Blade Tomb build is typical like Desperation, Laughing Death, or Fury 3 or whatever. I actually prefer Fury 3 for Blade Tomb builds because the Fury actually helps you get into the Desperation range, and you don't have to do that sit-up stuff with Ardent Sacrifice where you get one of your guys to take a hit, survive, come back, Ardent Sacrifice, dance, whatever. Like it's a little bit much. I don't like it. But yeah. There is that 2 extra speed and 2 extra ATK attack, which does make a lot of difference, but I don't know, Fury 3 is just easier to like run on the mic, I figure. And then I have my plus HP minus defense loot. I went with the Raven build for her because I feel she can do quite well with it. Now Bravelyn can actually initiate into her, and Reinhardt can initiate into her as well. Provided she's got Deflect Magic 3, she can actually counterattack and kill both of them. Like Bravelyn, if she's not running Fire Sweep or Brave Bow, if she's running Mulligar, I think she'll just straight up die to the counterattack. I don't think she can one-shot her. I could be wrong, but I did a video checking all the matchups for you know, like Bravelyn, Reinhardt, and also Black Knight. Like her matchup against those 3 are really good with this kind of build. So I know she's touted as like the ploy build thing, but I just didn't go that route because I wanted a Raven to mage for all my all my colors, and I needed a blue mage with relatively tanky rest stat to do that, and because they have to survive the neutral matchup against Reinhardt. But yeah, so she's pretty good, and so keep in mind that if Bravelin and Reinhardt and Black Knight, like if they engage into her and like they can't really kill her, but she can counterattack and kill them except for Black Knight because he's melee unit and she's range unit. That's worst case scenario. You wouldn't really put her in a line of fire for them to attack. So what I mean is, if she is put in a bad spot like that and she can come out on top, then imagine her being used properly and being used to engage on them instead. So I feel that it's not a it's a pretty good build, easier to run in my opinion. I don't know, Ploy is a little bit, yeah. Okay, enough of that. Next up I have my plus resistance minus speed Micaiah. Pretty happy. 45 resistance is monstrous. Even more crazy if I give her distant defense 3 sacred seal, which I haven't. I got her on a quick repost sacred seal and vantage. I know I've been trying a whole bunch of stuff with her because I think if you get a plus attack Micaiah, you're set, because if you get a plus attack Micaiah, Thani is effective to against horse units and armor units. So all you gotta do is put Death Blow 3 on her, and I guess attack plus 3 sacred seal, and she can one-shot most of those guys. Because armored guys have low resistance, and horse guys don't have much HP. So yeah, it's like the ideal scenario. But I got a plus rest one, which I'm pretty happy with, because that means her enemy phase will be a little bit stronger. She can tank those magic stuff, and she loses out on a little bit of attack, but that's okay, I guess. Alright, so yeah. What else? I got my bunny Lucina here. She is plus defense minus HP. Kept her because she's pretty cute. Last Easter I actually pulled a plus attack minus speed bunny Lucina. So I was waiting for like a long time for them to do a IV reroll thing, but never happened. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's okay. This one's suboptimal, but at least it's more usable. Like minus speed, it's just very sad. Okay. Right, so this one is a plus speed minus resistance, either that or minus defense Shigure. That's pretty good. Pity broke me as I was trying to summon for my ex Azura. I went into that banner just trying to snipe for Azura, and I got everything else before I got her. So that in a way that's kind of good, in a way that's kind of not good, but nonetheless, it's yeah. But yeah, he has Blue Tomb Valor, which is awesome, and I still need to teach him Wings of Mercy 3. Well, he's got it, but he's just gotta learn it. But yeah, Blue Tomb Valor. Valor skills are really good. Blue Tomb Valor is pretty good. Alright. Okay, so next up I have Reinhardt. I think he's plus attack, and I think he might be minus defense or minus resistance, not too sure. Put a whole bunch of Reinhardts because I wanted to pull Lindy, but it kept failing, and I pulled her when I least expected it, and it was horrible. But yeah, I never got a plus attack minus speed Reinhardt, so I just went with plus attack minus defense. I actually have had a whole bunch of plus attack Reinhardts, but none of them were minus speed. I think all of them were minus defense or minus resistance, which is okay because you never want to take a hit with Reinhardt anyways, or you don't really want to risk it. But yeah, he's got the typical Reinhardt build, you know, Dive Thunder, Repo, Moonbow, Quick Impulse, Sacred Seal, Death Blow, Lance Breaker, typical stuff for typical Reinhardt. But yeah. Alright, so next up, I have a plus attack minus defense or minus resistance. I can't remember, but she's plus attack. I remember that. Owen, and I guess that's okay because her attack is actually super low, one of the lowest in the game, I think. Don't quote me on that, could be wrong. But yeah, so I think plus attack kind of helps her out quite a bit. She is one of the speedier blue mages on a horse. But that doesn't say much because there's only like 3 of them, I guess. So I gave her wind sweep because I'm like, well, she's pretty fast, but not fast enough to double. So maybe I'll give her wind sweep and make sure those distant counter guys can't get to me. And I have her on phantom speed sometimes, or most times, when I do that, and haven't really tried it out yet. I wonder if it'll work, because I don't know, like it seems a little bit pointless. Maybe I should just go for the Blade Tomb Mage build on her, but then I've already got like all those other, I don't know. But yeah, so this is the Owen. Yeah, Owen, nice. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this part 2 of 3 videos. I know I said part. I know I said it was going to be a 2-parter, but you know, I guess I just get carried away talking. So hope you guys enjoy the video content, and if you did, I don't know, I've got a Discord server if you guys are interested in checking it out. The link is in the video description down below. Alright, with that being said, I'll see you guys on the flip side.